people, ẹ kú ilé o. Yes, gather round, sharpen your ears, because today we tell not just a story, but a legend. Yes, the Yoruba say, kingship is not a child's play. Yet, some wear crowns and others become the crown itself. Another one say, that's another Yoruba proverb says, when glory comes, it does not tiptoe, it announces itself. And so today, my people, the drums of Ile-Ife pound across the continents. The wind carries whispers of destiny. A decade has passed, yet the throne remains aflame with grace. This is the story of Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunsi Ojaja II, our dear Kabiyesi, the king who arrived as prophecy, ruled as transformation, and stands today as symbol, monarch, and a movement. A man born in 1974, but spiritually older than history. A prince of Giese ruling house, but ordained beyond his lineage. A throne ascended in 2015, yet prepared for long before birth. So welcome to the journey. Let us walk where kings walk. Let us breathe the essence of heritage. Let us witness the 10-year-old journey of a monarch who dared to wake the spirits of a people. He was not born, he was born not merely into a family as you know it, but into expectation. From Subuola Memorial to Loyola College, from Ibadan Polytechnic accountant to global businessman, destiny sharpened him like iron against stone. Royal children, of course, I know you know that royal children are not raised in mediocrity. His upbringing was investment. His education was weaponry. His ventures in business were rehearsal for governance. Before the crown touched his head, he had already built structures, connected systems, learned commerce, and understood people. Royalty met readiness. Heritage collided with competence. Then 2015 came, a turning of cosmic pages. The oracle whispered, the kingmakers shows, and on 7th December, Ile-Ife bowed, and the ancient crown found its vessel. The throne of Oduduwa, spiritual capital of the Yoruba world, did not choose a ceremonial occupant, but a reformer. He came declaring unity. He came elevating tradition. He came insisting monarchy must serve, not merely exist. The palace gates opened wider. Women found voice. Youth found opportunity. There was transformer projects electrifying communities everywhere. There was employment for artisans, scholarships for students, and empowerment for the widows. Businesses flourished. Real estate expanded. Cultural diplomacy stretched across oceans, from diaspora councils to global symposiums. Don't forget that Ooni Of Ife is always on the move, and each place he goes to is always canvassing for the cultural ethos of his people. And the Yoruba world saw its ancient seed reborn. He modernized rituals without breaking them. He rebranded tradition without diluting it. He turned Ile-Ife into a theater of rebirth and a sort of tourist attraction for global tourist lovers. They called him king, but many quietly called him builder. Others whispered prophet. Some even murmured, Arole Oduduwa, destiny's first son. That's the meaning of Arole Oduduwa, for those of you who don't know. So 10 years later, here we are, today, standing to celebrate an iconic figure. What we see everywhere today, as it is now, is impact. Yes, you heard me well. A palace thriving as center of dialogue, innovation, and spirituality. Ile-Ife claiming renewed global relevance, youth employment structures, corporate platforms, humanitarian pipelines, thousands empowered in dignity and livelihood. Symbols are restored, heritage reimagined and realigned. Okay? That's what we see. A Yoruba proverb says, one does not abandon the big issue to chase the small one. The Ooni of Ife did not merely sit, he acted and he has been acting. He did not merely inherit, he expanded. He did not merely reign, or he's not just merely reigning, he's building, even as I do this video. He carried women on his agenda, giving them space, influence, platforms, etc. He gave young Nigerians hope, saying empowerment is not charity but strategy. He gave the diaspora identity, anchoring them back to origin. Kings before him ruled, but he opened doors and is still opening doors for everyone. And now, as we mark 10 years of his coronation, the question is no longer who is he, but what becomes of his legacy. And I dare say the legacies have become so many. Because legacies do not end, they ripple. Yes, they ripple. His next chapter calls for bigger infrastructure, bolder diplomacy, deeper heritage, revival, tourism hub, tech incubators, unity missions, youth factories. The roadmap is drawn. And trust me, Ooni of Ife will deliver on all these fronts. When we rejoice, let us rejoice well. Oh. Yes, like everyone is rejoicing right now. For the bird may fly further. Yes, I'm sure you got this one. So here are some of my reflections at this moment. Here are some of my lessons from the reign of this great son of Oduduwa. Okay? So I start by saying royalty has been demonstrated to be service. Those are the lessons and some of the reflections on this past 10 years with Ooni of Ife. He has proven that royalty is service. Heritage is launching pad, not archive. Tradition can dance with innovation and produce greatness. Consistency becomes legacy. Leadership is not ceremony, it is sacrifice. Those were the things that I have learned from this great son of Oduduwa, the Arole himself. And today is a beautiful day. I don't want to bore you too much with a very long episode. So let me try to round up so that maybe you can continue with the celebration that is still going on. And so, under the sun of this 10th coronation anniversary, the Ooni of Ife stands tall, not as a man on a chair, but as a symbol in a chapter history reread with awe or surprise. A king who has proven that ancient thrones can breed modern relevance. A bridge builder between generations, continents, faiths, and destinies. A reformer who turned heritage into development. A monarch whose footsteps echo beyond palace marble. So I'm going to say, long live His Imperial Majesty, Oni Adeyeye Enitan Ogunsi Ojaja II. May wisdom enlarge his path. May his courage grow louder. May his reign ripple into decades unborn. For as the Yorubas aptly say, a king never dies. He becomes legend. So while we continue with the celebration, that is still ongoing, I want you to go to the comment section and leave a word for our great Arole Oduduwa. Okay, like I said, the show, the celebration, the anniversary is still going on. People are gathered, dignitaries from all walks of life, and it's a really big festival going on right now. Okay, but today is just a happy day, and like I said, Ooni of Ife is not a ruler. He's a leader. He's a man of legacy. And I would love that you just leave a kind word for him at this moment, okay? So that hopefully yours sincerely will meet you right there at the comment section to take this conversation further. I'm going to be right back soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.